Hello, I'm Maria Hall Brown, and this is LA Currents. Well, there's one thing you can be guaranteed of in Los Angeles, that nothing ever stays the same. And sometimes the biggest challenges create the most interesting opportunities. Such is the case with the Slauson Corridor, and things are happening in CD9. I'm delighted to be joined today by Councilmember Curren Price and all of the wonderful things that are happening in CD9 regarding the Slauson Corridor.
Thank you, Maria. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
Thanks. All right, we need to kind of define what the Slauson Corridor is. I mean, Slauson Avenue is 20.9 miles going across, Los Angeles, but what exactly are we talking about?
Roughly we're talking about the Slauson from Normandy to Alameda, that whole length. And let me tell you, the exciting part is we have ushered in almost $400 million of investment along this corridor. And so we're excited about the opportunities to bring new park space, to bring new housing, to bring more commercial activities. And it's just going to be enhancing an area that has been neglected for far too long.
What was left there? It's an area that wasn't used with rail.
So first of all, there used to be a rail line that ran that area. And so the rail line has been discontinued for many, many years now. So working closely with Metro, they have talked about revitalizing that corridor. So as we speak, in fact, the rail lines are coming out, and plans are being made for a variety of investments in that area in CD9, a corridor that's going to provide opportunities for our families and our kids.
Let's talk about the fact that, within CD9, I mean, that whole Slauson Corridor project is huge and encompasses even more than CD9, but you really stepped in and created a thing called Slauson Connect.
Absolutely. Slauson Connect is located on Slauson from Budlong to Normandy Avenue. And it was a unused parcel for Metro. We identified it as a potential park and a learning center. And so I'm excited to say that some $25 million has been allocated to create a state-of-the-art learning center in this area. It's going to have a 12,000 square foot resource center. It's going to include a 2-acre park. We're going to be providing after-school programming. There's going to be a recording studio along there. Of course, landscaping, walking paths, bike paths. It's going to really become a center. And we call it Connect because it is going to literally connect a variety of activities along that Slauson corridor.
Not an inexpensive project, but you were able to garner that. Where did the money come from?
Well, we cobbled to get the money together.
Good job.
From a variety of resources. And so we're pleased that we plan on breaking ground, in fact, later this year. And we'll be in operation in late '23.
So this after-school programming and childcare and learning opportunities, so there is a very robust population around there that would definitely be able to take advantage of this opportunity.
Oh yeah, lots of working families in the area, lots of kids, and very few open spaces. And so that's why this particular parcel is so exciting. It's going to complement what's being planned along, actually coming from Crenshaw all the way to the river. But this segment in CD9 is going to be especially exciting because we have a number of activities planned along the corridor. And Slauson Connect is going to be certainly one of the important ones.
So what has the community said to you about the plans? Are they excited?
We've gotten input from citizens, from the neighbors, from businesses, et cetera. They are excited because, although there are activities along that corridor, this rail line has been vacant for 30 or 40 years. So people are excited to see some adaptive reuse that's going to take place, opening up the space, making it accessible, making it available, and making it real functional for our kids and our adults. A little further down on Slauson and Figueroa, we have Bill Green Park.
Yeah, that's very fun.
That's going to be another exciting part. Again, this had been a vacant parcel owned by DWP for almost 60 years. It was a real eyesore. It was a problem. But we came in and worked out a partnership agreement with DWP. We're going to be creating an exciting open space there. Our first amphitheater in the area. There's going to be a fitness area, walking paths, a real exciting kind of a space along this corridor that had been unused before. And we're naming it for Bill Green. Bill Green was a real pioneer a political and a community pioneer in the area. As a matter of fact, he represented that area for almost 25 years in South LA. So we think it's appropriate that we name it after someone who made a great contribution while he served, and this site will continue to provide a great contribution to citizens in the area.
I read he was a freedom rider.
He was a freedom rider, a real civil rights pioneer, and so we hope to commemorate his activism by having a park that's going to be accessible, available, and something that people will be excited to use.
So Slauson and Wall, that's a big one.
Big site. It's a 7-acre site. It was city-owned. And again, for the last 30 years, it was vacant. It was a real eyesore. There was a competitive RFP. It was won by a group that is proposing to provide housing, a grocery store, a recreation area, open space. In fact, they're proposing a 3-acre park. You know, some 200.
How big is this space?
It's a 7-acre site. 7 acres.
Oh my word!
And you don't see that very much at all anywhere around the city. So it will feature housing, a park, a commercial area, a grocery store, and so it's going to really be a center in and of itself. And we're excited that it's going to be right there along the corridor, shops, stores, restaurants, etc. That will really again enhance the community. We're talking about an investment of almost $250 million. Yeah, so it's not something to sneeze at, but it's an investment that the business community is willing to make because they know that coupled with the other activities that are going on in that corridor, it's going to meet a real need.
It sounds like it's going to check off a lot of boxes. I mean, housing being a critical issue, food deserts being a critical issue, open space being a critical issue.
And you can do a lot with 7 acres.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're talking about in some other parts of our district creating little pocket parks, you know, of a block or half a block or so. To have a 7-acre site is something very exciting, and the neighbors are really looking forward to the transformational impact that that's going to have on the area.
Are you excited about the energy?
I'm very excited about the energy.
You feeling it? I mean, is it making you think that all things are possible?
Well, listen, you know, we call it the new ninth, you know, because of that,
true.
because of that spirit of involvement, of engagement, and making good things happen. And they're happening, I think, because we've got the support of citizens, we've got their energy, we've got their ideas, and we're doing what's right. And so that means a lot.
So when is Mr. Green's Park going to be done?
We're going to break ground in the spring, and it should be in operation next year. We thought that was appropriate to commemorate his achievements, but also for the vision and for the inspiration that he provides and will provide to others as well.
I love this idea because last we spoke, I learned about Miss Woods, and now I'm learning about, you know, Mr. Green. It's also really interesting to find out about these people and to celebrate people that maybe one had not heard of before, and to really, you know.
Well, being that's part of the educational process, you know, making folks aware of what their roots are, you know, and what who came before them, what those contributions were, and how we build upon them to create an even better, more vibrant future.
All right, well, good luck with your 1/3 of Slauson. I know that's a huge swath of space, but it sounds like there's some pretty exciting things going on there, and I can't wait to see how it all turns out.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to share with you, and we look forward to giving you an update.
All right, and a tour.
And a tour, absolutely.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap on this LA Current.